You posted something online, and the first thing you did was check who liked it. You wore something different today and spent the whole day wondering what people thought of you. You had a great idea in a meeting, but you never said it out loud because you were afraid someone would laugh. If that sounds like you're not weak, you're not insecure, you're just human. But here's the problem. When you live your life through other people's eyes, you stop actually living it. You shrink yourself, you edit your personality. You say yes when you mean no, and slowly, without even realizing, you become a version of yourself that everyone else approves of. But that person? That's not you. Today I'm going to show you exactly why your brain is wired to care what others think, when it's silently costing you. And most importantly, how to actually stop letting it run your life. Let's get into it. Here's something most people don't know. Caring what others think is not a weakness. It's biology. Thousands of years ago, humans lived in tribes, small groups of maybe 50 to 150 people. And in those tribes, if people rejected you, you literally died. No food, no shelter, no protection. So your brain evolved to treat social rejection the same way it treats physical pain. They did a study at UCLA. They put people in an MRI machine, and they made them feel socially rejected, just in a simple computer game. The same part of the brain that lit up was the exact same part that activates when you stub your toe. Rejection, literally, hurts. So when you're afraid of what people think, your brain isn't being dramatic. It genuinely believes your survival is on the line. The problem is, we're not in tribes anymore. The person who didn't like your Instagram post is not going to leave you to die in the forest, but your brain still reacts like they might. That's the first thing I want you to understand. You are not broken for caring, but you are living by rules that don't apply to your life anymore. Let me ask you something honestly. How many things have you not done because of what someone might think? The business idea you never started, the outfit you put back on the rack, the opinion you swallowed in the middle of a sentence, the person you never walked up to. This is what caring too much actually costs you. Not just confidence, not just self-esteem. It costs you your actual life. Psychologists call it the spotlight effect. We think people are watching us way more than they actually are. You trip in public and feel like everyone saw it. But in reality, most people were already thinking about themselves. People are not thinking about you as much as you think. Everyone is the main character of their own story. They're worried about their own outfit, their own opinions, their own life. You are a side character in almost every other person's mind, and that's not sad. That's actually freeing. But even knowing that, the fear doesn't just disappear, right? So let's talk about what actually works. How to actually stop caring. Step 1. Ask whose opinion actually matters. Most of us live in fear of a crowd that doesn't even exist. Think about the last time you were scared of what people would think. Now ask yourself, who specifically? Can you name them? Usually, you can't. It's just a blurry, faceless crowd in your head. Author Brené Brown talks about this. She keeps a small piece of paper in her wallet with the names of people whose opinions she actually respects. People who love her. People who are in the arena themselves, trying, failing, getting back up. And she says, if you're not on that paper, your opinion of me is none of my business. Try this. Seriously. Write down 3 to 5 people whose opinion actually matters to you. People who know you, people who want good things for you. Now, is the person you're scared of on that list? Most of the time, they're not. Step 2. Separate judgment from fact. Here's something your brain does constantly, and you probably don't notice it. It turns assumptions into facts. Someone doesn't reply to your message, and your brain says, they hate me. You share your idea, someone goes quiet, and your brain says, they think I'm stupid. But that's not a fact. That's a story you made up. Psychologists call this cognitive distortion. Your brain fills in missing information with the worst possible interpretation. So next time you catch yourself spiraling about what someone thinks, stop and ask, do I actually know this, or am I making it up? Almost always, you're making it up. People are not thinking about you with that much detail and energy. They're just living their lives. Step 3. Get comfortable being uncomfortable. This one is hard, but it's the most important. The only way to stop fearing judgment is to collect evidence that you can survive it. Because here's the thing. You've been avoiding judgment your whole life. So your brain has never learned, hey, judgment isn't actually that dangerous. Start small. Say the opinion you would normally swallow. Post the thing you'd normally delete. Wear the thing you'd normally put back. And notice what actually happens. Most of the time, nothing. The world keeps spinning. People move on. And every time you do it, your brain updates. It starts to learn, oh, that wasn't dangerous. I survived. It's like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. Step 4. Build your own identity. People who care the most about others' opinions usually don't have a strong sense of who they are yet. And that makes sense. When you don't know what you stand for, you look to other people to tell you. So the real work is figuring out who you are. What do you value? What do you believe in? What kind of person do you want to be when no one is watching? When you have clear answers to those questions, other people's opinions just have less room to get in, because you already know the answer. You know who you are, and you don't need them to confirm it. Step 5. Remember the 10-10-10 rule. This one is simple, but powerful. When you're scared of what someone will think, ask yourself 3 questions. Will this matter in 10 minutes? Will this matter in 10 months? Will this matter in 10 years? Most things, the answer to all 3 is no. And even for the things where the answer is yes, you realize that the action is worth the discomfort. Because you're playing a long game, not just trying to get through the next 10 minutes without being judged. Here's what I want to leave you with. The people you admire most, the ones who seemed confident, free, magnetic, they didn't stop caring because they became perfect. They stopped caring because they chose themselves. They decided that their one life was too short and too important to spend it living inside other people's head. You're going to be judged no matter what you do. Play it safe. Someone will call you boring. Take a risk. Someone will call you reckless. Be quiet. They'll say you're weak. Speak up. They'll say you're too much. You cannot win the approval game. It doesn't have an ending, but you can choose to stop playing it. Start small. One honest opinion. One brave choice. One day of just being exactly who you are without apologizing for it. That's where it begins. If this video hit something in you, share it with someone who needs it. And if you want more videos on psychology, behavior, and understanding yourself better, subscribe, because that's exactly what this channel is about. I'll see you in the next one.